Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Raja Lunia and here are the trade details for the day 6th June 2023. So as you can see on my screen, the levels that are here already are actually PDL. The second one is PDC and the third one is PDH. Also, today's level were also coinciding with the pivot points. So I placed pivot points. So you can see it's so yeah, you can see. So this actually S1 was coinciding with PDL, pivot line was coinciding with PDC, and I think this one, the upper PDH was coinciding with PDH. I'm gonna remove all this three, and you can see these lines. Also, there was something unusual about Nifty futures today. If you see, the volume for the first candle usually is pretty high. So if we see it here at this one, I should zoom in and make my screen. So if you see the first candle, we have only a volume of 182,000 contracts. Then the previous day, we have more than 331,000. A day before that, we have more than 385,000. And even a day before that, we have close to 252,000. But if you check it out for today, the first candle had only volume of 182,000, and the second one had even less than that, and that was close to 55,000. So, and the third candle, which actually had a pretty good volume, and that was close to 335,000 contracts. And as you can see earlier, it was a perfect red Maribozu here. But as soon as Nifty gave closing with this volume and made sort of hammer here, so there was a buying pressure here, I would say. And for me, like the idea was to go long if the high of the initial candles broken, and I would be going for a scalp trade here, would be easily targeting for PDC. So as you can see, it almost touched its PDC, and this was close to 690. As you can see, the high is 689.55, and PDC or pivot point is close to 702. And you can see this. So the first trade for me was down here. I went long once the high of this candle was broken. So trade 18,690 and a SL of 18,685, and I had a target of 18,700. So why I just had a like, since it was a scalp trade, I had a very small stop loss of just 5 points. And if you see, my entry and exit both came in the same candle. To be precise, the entry was at somewhere near 6. Sorry, not 6. It was around 9:37, and I got an exit at around 9:39. And why I chose 18,700 instead of 18,702, because it was more like a close to a round number. So I would be like, I was hoping to see a reversal from here. And then as you can see, after taking some rejection at PDC, Nifty started to fall off very quickly, and it took some support at S2. And for me, the idea was to now go short once the S2 or low of this candle was broken. with initial SLS the high of this candle. And I was hoping to have a target till S3, and it was like it was away only by 5 points or so, 5 or 6 points. So you can see the level of S3 is close to 18600, almost 18600, and Nifty made a low of 18600 5.55, so almost 6 points away. So I'll write down the trade too. We had a short entry at 18650. SL was the high of that candle, that was 18660. And I was trading like trailing it because I already knew my target. So it was 1:5 trade initially, but I booked it. Initial target, I would say it was 18600, but I booked it at close to 18630. And this was because if you see, for me, two important levels were being broken down here. The first one was day low, and of course, the S2 level. So I took an entry at some point here. Okay. And once I got like fairly 1:1 risk reward ratio in this one, I I started trailing with the with initial SLS, on the closing basis. Once I had this 1:1 risk reward ratio, I started trailing my profits on the basis of previous high of previous candle. So I think my high was triggered, like my trailing stop loss, or you can say profit, was triggered at some point here. So I took an exit at around 18630. So this were the only two trades for me for the day, and I'm happy that I was able to capture moves on the both the sides, on the upside and on the downside as well.
I hope you like the idea behind today's trade and understand how we were able to capture moves on the both sides simultaneously with this simple yet very effective price action setup. Also, I hope you are able to use this price action setup in your next paper trade, and do let me know the results in the comment box down below. If you learned something new from this video, or if you found this video insightful, consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to my channel. Until next trade.